Hello dear, I'm leesusss and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. We've travelled to the Cassodra system as part of the main quest and been told to go to War Astral. Kessel, is that what his name is? I can't remember. We're supposed to do something over here with Zirak's secret soldier squad or something. But on the way we've stopped off at YEEO 363804. Not 3 or 2, 4. I mean, when a name like that, it's going to be something thrilling, isn't it, around here? And I thought we just have a little look around, you know, see what's out here. Oh no, there's stuff, see? There's stuff around here. We can have a look at this. Something right here, look, we can have a look at these. It's probably something truly thrilling. See, I told you. What, okay, yes, it is full of rocks around here. It's an asteroid belt, is what it is. It's all just, you know, floating rocks, but there appears to be some interesting bits and pieces here anyway. Which map am I looking at? This one here. Pentaxid, ice, titanium and copper. Now, really, the only one we now need out of that is really pentaxid. The question is whether to mine it now or not. If we go to main stores, I've got plenty of ice for making O2. We've got lots of promethium ore. It looks like to deal with this this ship, as far as the fuel, is it going to be around here somewhere? Is it going to be on a miscellaneous? What we need to do is make fusion power cells. So I'm wondering how much pentaxid do we really need in here. So if I do this, I should. Oh, that usually connects you to the constructor. Oh god, let's turn the gravity on. I don't really think you should be doing that, game. Okay, fine. Why were you spinning me over? That's oh no. Have I made a terrible mistake? I have, you know. Oh no, that's a terrible boo-boo. Oh, if you've been watching this and waiting for this to happen, feel free to have a really good long laugh about this. I've made some assumptions about... I've never actually played around with gravity before now in the game, and I made a terrible assumption about how I think it works. This is a great start to the episode, by the way, as far as that goes. It's all going so well today. I've got 2 gravity generating devices. This one here and one out there that cover the entire area. Now, I made a terrible assumption, which is that they'll just apply gravity the right way up, depending on just by placing them down. That's not true. Right now, this is upside down. Yeah, okay, I made a boo-boo. This means that this obviously means that if I turn this on, gravity is now the ceiling and not the floor. Okay, fine. It is very funny. Right, I need to do this. Okay. I'll make this look better later, okay? It's now working in here anyway. Let's do the other one as well. Uh-oh. I'm trying to fix this. We have 2 red dots on the scope. I'm too hot right now? I guess I'm near the thrusters. What? Okay, let's cool down for a minute. I'm seeing 2 red dots on the scope. We have 2 bogies around here. No one's shooting. They're probably near the pentaxid. They're probably Zirak's drones or something like that, near the pentaxid thingy. Pentaxid asteroid. Okay. We're now okay. My God, what a load of faff. What a load of nonsense for the start of the episode. But there you go. What's and all, that's how I like to do things. How are we doing for fuel and everything else? We're alright. Yeah, we should just go and grab some pentaxid, probably, is what we need to do. I'm so distracted now. What was I doing before? We better go and check out what the heck those things are. Okay, the bogies seem to have left. Doesn't mean they won't be back. But I'd have thought if they were that close, the asteroid would have kicked off. The guns would have kicked off by now. Right. Gotta be careful with the thrust on this thing. How close are we to this? Because you see how slowly I slow down. Yeah, I've got to be more careful at managing my speed in this thing and cruising up to stuff. So we've got an important. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to look at how much pentaxid you need to make some of these fusion things like that. I've gotten distracted part of the way through. So we know right now that there's a couple of ways of mining something like this. Let's turn standby back on again. There we go. We can, of course, behave like a chump and just go out there and mine it and then get, you know, clapped by the nearest passing drone who doesn't like the look of us. Or we can send out our own drone, but that's too far away. This one over here, this, you know, we can't easily maneuver this thing to get really close to it. If we had a more maneuverable CV, you can actually make you can use and install tool turrets and things like that, which will allow you to drill and other things like that when you're close to an asteroid. But we don't have the maneuverability of the ship right now. Or we can fly out there with in the SV, in the woodpecker, and send the drone out from there. Or we can make our own SV to come and do that. Yeah, and I think I might do that in the future. But right now, I don't think I've got the resources to. I'm not really quite ready to produce a little SV to do that sort of mining. I will do in the very near future. I think I probably want to get down, have a little look around here. I want to get onto a planet, settle this thing down, and get it all checked out so it's all running functional. I've got enough spare O2 and all the rest of it, and I've got no other problems like bloody gravity generators are the wrong way up or anything like that. And then we can come out here and mine stuff. Yeah. Okay, I've just jumped away from there. I missed it on the recording because I was still paused. We met a Kree drone out there around these asteroids. There's Polaris drones out there as well, but we met a Kree drone, and my turret shut it down. The Kree, it seems that this time Kree are probably the bad guys right now instead of Xerax since I last played, and the Kree seems to be the one that are being the scary monsters right now, and they're the ones that I'm clearly marked as enemies. They're probably the ones that shot me on back in the previous Elion system and blew up part of my ship. So I want to get away from that, and I think it's all these valuable resources around here. They're patrolling those. So but before we go to Wastrel, I thought I'd just pop over to Adekvir just because it's got a name, and therefore I'm guessing should be interesting. Oh, we've got something. What's this? That's a bloody obelisk again. I'm so sick of that thing. I wish I could go back and delete it. I tried to delete a lot of them, but I didn't think I'd still be able to see it out here. It's kind of ridiculous. Where is there nothing around here? Nothing in any of these orbits? These are potential orbits, by the way. They aren't there because they're guaranteed to have something in them. They could potentially have something in them, but they don't have anything right now. I have a very long-range scanner. I'm surprised I'm not seeing anything. But we're not getting anything turning up on the scope. Fine, we will go to where you want me to go to, and maybe we'll come back here later. I get in trouble for exploring too much. Okay, Kez, I've sent you a faked ship signature. Use it when you land on the planet, and you won't be detected. I hope. What the hell is wrong with this? Do not waste time. Find the communication system and disable it. I'll maintain radio silence until you return. Good luck. What is this nonsense? What the hell? Why is it green? Why is it glowing green? Let's head to the interesting one over here, yeah? That one's very close. I'll go over here. I was going to park on this planet and do some stuff, but it doesn't look like it's very friendly. Okay, nearly there. It's lit up now in orange. I'm guessing it's Polaris. But we'll see when we get a bit closer. Well, I'm hoping it will be something like a way station or something like that. That would be nice. Argos NG Wreck. Okay, I don't think I should be going next to that necessarily. Bear that in mind though. So wrecks aren't marked as ships, therefore I'm wondering if maybe you are a ship, as you actually have a ship symbol on you. Revolution Front Wreck. Why do you get to be marked as a ship, but you's like, oh, okay, fine. We will go down and we will pop into Wastrel and see what's here. Maybe it isn't too horrible in the atmosphere. When we get there, we should be able to tell a bit more. I mean, the information we got up here. I guess Wastrel sector that's the sector. This is the radiation of the sector. It's not telling us about the planet itself. Heavy rain, grassland. There is a comma ray. It seems we're still undetected. I have marked the location on your HUD, Commander. Okay. Let's slow down a little. Large, easy, gravity. Gravity's okay. If the gravity was too high, I might have trouble getting back off the planet again, is what I'm worried about. Temperature's fine. Radiation is high, but not unreasonable. Oxygen is breathable down here. Got loads of good stuff in terms of resources. Yeah, I think we're probably going to spend some time here. But we need to go to the comma ray, which is where? It's up there, of course, up in the polar regions. Of course it is. Where else would it be? We'll just do a cruise over here. And then we'll look around. Looks like we've got a restroom and other things like that around here. At least we've got breathable atmosphere. Really what we want to do is find... I don't really want to go to the comma ray in this, okay? This is not what this ship is for. Copper. We want to... I just lived in this all the time. Is someone shooting at me? Sounded like someone was. Someone was taking pot shots. I went lower than I expected. Maybe? I'm not sure if they were shooting at me or not. Obviously this one is kicking off. Would like to be animals, maybe? And anything else? We passed over a wreckage. Probably what I'd like to do is park myself over here. What are you shooting? I'm not sure if there are animals shooting at me or what it is. I don't know. And I'm hoping we'll be like okay on the edge here. Yeah, right. We can just park over here, maybe. Is someone? What is going on? Oh, it's my turrets going off. That's what it is. I don't know what they're shooting at. I thought it was someone shooting me. But these are going off, look. What are you shooting at, guys? You're going to run out of ammo in no time. If you do that. Okay, I've checked the perimeter. And despite all the weird noises going on, there's actually nothing here nomming on my ship. It's just that these damn things were being hyperactive and shooting like turrets or whatever in, not turrets, like predators in the area. Probably some of these are making a racket. I'm going to put up with this all the time, I think. I don't know if it's going to rain all the time, but it's certainly the heavy rain. It might go away soon, but certainly it's a noisy old place around here. We don't have to worry about that, but I think we're in a safe enough zone here. What I need to do is, before we do anything else here, I think we will spend some time on this planet. It's not as bad as it seems. It's just a bit gloomy looking, and the lightning bolts don't seem to be striking us. I need to deal with the extreme amount of energy that this ship uses. Now, I can't. Thank goodness for that. I cannot like reduce the fuel usage, but I can supplement it through other means, and I'll do that. What? It better be something bloody scary out here that you're shooting and wasting ammo on. I don't even know. We'll find out when we go down there. Probably in the sub. We can't put solar panels on this ship. Oh, sun's coming up. What a delightful day. But we can use supplement the ship with solar power. So what we need to do is build a little base here, and then just enough that's a platform for the ship to dock on. It's going to have a core in it, of course, and then we put some solar panels on that base, on that platform. The ship will rest on that, and then the ship will draw from the solar panels and the battery to power itself. Okay, so the general things like the grow lights and everything going off will draw from. Oh, they've grown already. Look, we'll use the solar power instead, and not be using the fuel. So I said it's not replacing the fuel usage. The fuel is still need. You know, I can't put solar panels on this ship, but I can use other things to make it work. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to eat something because I'm bloody starving. Probably a tin of beans or something like that. There we go. And then we'll get on with making that little base to settle the ship here, and before we start zooming around in the in the woodpecker or the sub. Right, while I'm doing a production run in there are various bits and pieces of necessity. Ooh, what are you? I bet you're a tree of some sort. You're nothing. Okay, fine. Yeah, I thought we'd have a little look around here. What's going on? Before we do anything. I mean, there's a lot of noise going off. Oh, hello. Oh, you're slimes. Oh, is that what you were shooting before? These guys are actually fine. I mean, they're not. Obviously, they're not happy now because I've. But they're a good source of food. A good source of protein. Yeah, so I'm not worried about these guys. That's good, I'm glad they're around. That's probably what our guns were shooting at for ages. That's okay, we can deal with them pretty easy. They count as aggressive prey rather than predators. Yeah. It's a pretty grimy looking planet, isn't it? But you know, it's breathable atmosphere. If we want to, we can put down an oxygen collector and power it off of things like off of biofuel. And depending on how good this water is over here as well. Where's the water? It's behind us, isn't it? Depending on how unpleasant this water is, the water quality, we can also do water collection from here for O2. Yeah, oops. Hello, little slime. You right there? Yeah. I think I had a mosquito, which isn't so great. Are they hopping? Are you hopping like frogs? He looks like he's hopping a little bit. There he is, look, see? He's not doing any harm. Yeah. Oh, what's that? What's that? Looks a bit like a telluripod. Was that a telluripod? Or was it eggs? It's a telluripod. Oh, our old friend, look. Hello, little buddy. Okay. So, and this is sausages. It's just the colour of the light makes them look strange, and the noises are unpleasant around here, but otherwise it seems fine. Okay. Now I'm a bit more used to it. I'm happy enough with the environment. I mean, it was just a bit spooky when we first got here, and I'm presuming you're the wood, aren't you? We've seen you before. Yeah, that's not the best way to collect it, but we can get wood as well, and we need wood for things like making oh, eggs as well, even better. Wood is needed for like making like nitrocellulose for ammo, so we're pretty good supplied around there. We've got eggs. Eggs are essential for making health kits and things like that. So apart from the racket, I think we've, you know, fallen on our feet here. I think we're all right. Okay, let me get this base finished up, and then we can power this thing and stop worrying about everything else as well. Well, unfortunately, it would seem things have changed since I last played the game, which was quite a few years ago. I cannot dock this CV to a base. So I can't build a base with solar panels on it and then dock the CV to it, which is a shame. I guess they did that as part of balance, but it's a little frustrating. So we're going to have to put up with the fact that this thing's going to sleep tip away energy. We're going to have to be far more careful on keeping it supplied with power. There we go. That's just how it is. So we can deal with that. That's not a problem. It's okay. Right. Okay. While we're here, we can turn up. We are going to do a little tour. Or rather, we're going to head to where we're supposed to go with the woodpecker, which is all the way around here, which I guess is this northeast is the quicker route. But on the way, we're going to keep an eye out for what's happening in the area and scout out some things around here, because there's lots of good resources around here. Although, hold on a second, before we go any further, let's not have the turret shooting every goddamn thing in the place, yeah? Yeah, indeed, right. I actually also wondered about, if I hadn't been able to get the solar panels working, I did wonder about that, because look at this place. It's a little overcast and cloudy. It's like the UK on a winter's day. Why are we so slow as well? Is this atmosphere very thick or something? I think we might have a very dense atmosphere as well, which doesn't speak well to like flying around and zipping around. I'm not sure. Maybe I was used to being in space, that's all. Magnesium, super useful. We need to come back for that. It's not far from the ship. Magnesium is needed for what do you call it? Missiles. Very important. If you remember, I was thinking of having missiles on this thing in the past, so we can still do that. We need to put another. You can see I'm already stressing the CPU a little bit on the things I have in here already, so I need to factor that in mind. And that's pretty good idea. What else have we got here? What other interesting things we got? See, we thought Maspron was bad. Look at this disgusting place. Got some useful resources though, even though it is hella radioactive. Copper, we don't care about copper. Right, okay, let's head over this way. Discovered common with more pentaxid deposit. Good, we'll have that as well. Oh, an interesting array. I would love to say I will Oh, it's not really giving much more light. Maybe I can simulate a device failure to disable the comm array if we find the maintenance access or something. That would be less conspicuous than destroying it. Okay. Is anyone here? I wouldn't be surprised if we get a drone attack afterwards. It says maintenance access. I've been to an array like this before. I don't think I showed it on camera last time. But it was full of it wasn't that big in there, but it was full of droids. Angry droids. Let us... God, I hope you can see something. What are you shooting at? Nothing's shooting at me. I'm not supposed to be attacking prey, so I'm presuming it's not prey. It should be drones and stuff like that, but I didn't see any drones on the scope. I get something that isn't in the trees. Right, okay. We park ourselves here. I will not turn the thrusters off. Because I want to have the option of getting out of here fast if we need to. Quite cold. There's a warning on that for how cold it is. Okay. Same layout as the last one. She wants to do a comp. Should we go upstairs first and deal with this git before we... Oh! It isn't the same layout as the last one. That was stupid. I was expecting to see like a little corner around here that I was going to be shooting the cyborg around from, but it's not the same layout. Okay. And she wants to simulate... Oh! Oh, where does that go? Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay. Authorization is denied. Have I not got a... I thought I had a key with me. I've got a clearance key. Oh, that's only communication clearance key. Okay, I've got some reports. That's good. Okay. 2 space anomalies report. Interesting. Worth a lot of money, probably. Use the lever. That should be enough for a while. While there's a teleport on the upper floor, it's connected to the radar station. That would allow us to enter the main facility unseen. Of course, we can also fight our way through from the outside. That sounds really stupid. Right, okay. Why do I want to fight my way from the outside? Which is a military base as well. Right, let us park this somewhere a little more sensible. What are you shooting? You're not supposed to be shooting at predators. I thought I told you not to do the predators. But fine. Okay, fine. We will now put you in standby, but leave the turret on. My only real concern here is the fact that I don't have any heavy. I've only got medium armour on. Let us go to... I'm only actually carrying all this on me. Let's take one more food with us. I've got all these medication with me as well that I would normally have the ship nearby, but the ship won't be nearby. Let's dump this over here. We'll dump all this lot. We don't need this lot. We don't need that. We wouldn't need our drill, but we'll keep it for now. Yeah, this has probably got enough power to keep going for now, hasn't it? No, actually, let's throw in a few more. There we go. Oxygen. There we go. that is about as minimal power that we can do. And I forgot. I said I was going to drink a root beer before we when we left the system finally, and I forgot. Let me just drink that now. I bought this quickly. There we go. Health, food, stamina, and body temperature. It's already pretty cold. Let's go in here first, so I don't freeze myself by drinking a beer that's too cold. Did I bring? I did bring my laser carbine. Good. Okay. Where's that teleport that I uncovered? There it is. Right. Drink beer. Bottoms up. Delicious. How are we doing? We're okay. We've got some food with us. Okay, going in.